Hi everyone, I'm J.K. Williams, and welcome to the very first episode of the Teen Writing Nook. If you are a young writer who has 50 different chapter ones sitting in a folder, or if your brain feels like a browser with too many tabs open and half of them are playing music and you can never find the one that you need, you're in the right place. This is a cozy corner of the internet for the notebook hoarders and the late night world builders. We're here to talk about craft, the road to traditional publishing, and how to write when your brain doesn't want to follow the rules. Today, we're starting with a manifesto. Most writing is built for linear or neurotypical brains. They tell you to write every day at 5 a.m. or outline every chapter before you start, or, you know, 5,000 things that work for most people, sure, but not for those neurodivergent people with ADHD or autism or any other disorder that affects how you function. An ADHD brain, writing every day at the exact same time, no matter what, is a prison sentence. I'm here to tell you that being disorganized isn't a flaw. It's a kind of engine. I finished 9 book-length projects, and I didn't do it by being consistent in the traditional way. I did it by riding out the waves of hyperfocus and being kind to myself when dopamine ran out. In the Nook, we don't fight the brain, we work with the chaos. We're going to prove that you can be a professional writer without losing your mind and trying to act neurotypical. Because guess what? You can never be neurotypical if you're neurodivergent. You just can't be it. You can act it, but that doesn't solve the problem, and it actually creates a lot more problems for you. Okay, so during every episode, I'm going to introduce a brain hack or writing hack. Today's brain hack is for when you're stuck in task paralysis. You know, when you want to start writing or when you want to write, you're staring at the screen, but you just can't. You're going to try the 10-minute bridge. Set a timer for just 10 minutes, even 5 minutes. Hey, any time or over 2 or 1 minutes counts for this and works for this. Tell yourself that you're allowed to quit the second it beeps. Want to know why this works? Usually, the hardest part of ADHD writing isn't keeping writing, it's starting writing. It's the gear shift from doing nothing to doing something. 5 or 10 minutes is small enough to trick your brain into starting. If you stop after 10 minutes, that's a win. You wrote for 10 minutes, but usually you'll find that once the gears are turning, you'll want to keep going, and it'll be easier to keep going than to stop. So, in about every 3 episodes, I'm also going to do an industry myth buster. And today's industry myth buster is the prodigy problem. You have to be a real adult with a degree to get a traditional book deal, is today's myth. That is a complete and total lie. Literary agents do not care how old you are. They don't care about your GPA. They care about your voice. If you can tell a story that makes them forget they're sitting in an office, they will fight for you. Your perspective as a teen is your superpower. Adults trying to write teen voices usually get it wrong. You're living it. That's an asset, not a hurdle. Before we head out, here's your weekly writing nook prompt. Today's prompt is that you will write a scene where 2 characters are stuck in an elevator, but one of them is clearly hiding something in the cardboard box that they have. Spend 10 minutes on it. Only 10. Yes, that's right. This is not the 10-minute brain hack. This is you do this for a maximum of 10 minutes. Exactly 10 minutes. Well, that just about wraps things up for this week's episode. You can find the transcript and extra resources on my Substack and follow me on Threads and Instagram at jkwilliams.author_13. Go write something messy today. I'll see you next time in the Nook.